I attend, I tried to talk, I tried to think one day how many meetings I've been to since I've been on commission. And I guess it runs into hundreds,
Yeah.
maybe a few thousand since I've been on there so long. But I feel fortunate, and I guess I have a inborn dedication to the city, and I want to see it do well. I want to see us expand. I want to see it a great place to live, great place to raise our kids. Our school system is one of the best in the state. Greenway systems, and when you look at it, and all of our facilities are up to date. And like you said a moment ago, it's just a great place to live and raise kids, raise families. And people find out a lot of times through their relatives, or if they visited somebody and came down here. I know I worked at a bank where we made loans, and somebody would come in and apply for a loan. I said, well, what brought you down here? Well, I was visiting my sister's husband. We came down here, we didn't realize there was a place like this. And they just quit their job and came down here, and I thought, you just quit your job? Yeah. I thought, that's having a lot of faith in what you can do. But a lot of people would do that.
Yes, and still do.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Still do.
Many more now.
Or retire here, yeah.
They just can't, our cost of living is much less than most places. And they don't know that until they get here. Because, like I say, a lot of these cities that are hurting are, you know, their taxes are so high, people can't afford them. So it drives people away. I mean, you know, they don't have a job, they're trying to make ends meet, so they don't have much choice but to move. Particularly like you take your northern states, a lot have lost their car industries and a lot of heavy industry, steel industries, and they just migrate down here. And the people, I've never heard one yet said they didn't like it down here and went back to wherever they were from. I mean, they like all the facilities, they like all the things that we offer. And, you know, we have our water system that comes right out of the mountain. We have some of the cleanest drinking water in the United States, because, you know, most people get theirs from another city upstream, and they run it through their sewer treatment plants and pump it on into the next city down. And we're real fortunate to have good clean water. And you know, we run our own electric system. You know, our electric system is much larger than our city, because we run around Chilhai Mountain up in the Townsend area.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got, I don't know, 15,000, 20,000 customers on our electric system. So the water system, you know, the same way. And it's just very efficient, very, departments work well together. Any department, I mean, they feel like if one of them has a problem the other can help with, they're ready to jump in and help take care of it. I had a fellow, and you would know the name, but I'm not going to call it. He said he had lived in Maryville, Blount County, and Alcoa, and he can't believe the services we have over here. So that kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Yeah, people like benefits.
Yeah, it's, I mean, and you know, I lived in Alcoa, moved out in the county, and you know, you don't realize that you can't get your brush picked up, you know, you have to pay for your garbage pickup, all these amenities that you don't have. Plus, I talked a little bit about our fire department having a real good rating, and that affects your fire insurance, because if you have a real high rating, efficiency rating, then that makes your fire insurance come down. It seemed like we were they were a 5 or 6 when I first got on. We're down to what, one of the best you can get, a 2. I think it's a 2 or 3, and we were a 5 or 6, so we brought that down. And you know, people can see that their fire insurance has been reduced.
In both of your agencies, I think the fire department as well as us is CALIA certified, so
That's,
you know,
that's a real good point, because we got our police and our fire certified departments, which they weren't back when I was on there. And the last several years, we've all been certified.
Which sets the bar high
Yes.
for
Yes.
those services.
Yes.
And
And places, I mean, people look for that, you know. They want to know what kind of community they're moving into. You know.
Exactly, and they want to see what the services are, the school systems.
Yeah.
And what do you offer, you know, all the things that you've got. And the convenience factor, I think, has a lot to do with it, because you can work in Knoxville and live here and get probably the most jobs
Oh, yeah.
quicker than you can if you live somewhere in Knoxville.
Yeah,
That's true,
yeah.
very true.
I'd just like to see 321, get it extended all the way over, get Pellissippi extended 321 next few years. That'd be a big plus.
And the parkway,
Parkway, yes, get our parkway going, get that expanded. It's gonna be a unusual place, an exciting place, I
Yes.
think, when we get all those things in.
Yes.
it will be.
Mm-hmm.
People won't know it when they come back and say, it wasn't here when I came back before.
That's
They
right.
do a lot of that now,
Yeah, that's exactly right.
but it's for the better. I mean,
Yeah.
everything's better.
And like you know, if we can get the Springbrook Farm going and get that tax coming in, that's gonna keep
Yes.
Yes.
our property taxes for the
And
residents
that's my
down.
goal right now, is to see that we get that development up and going. Because I think we've got a lot of people that are interested, and they looked and talked, but you get the first business started, and then it kind of falls in place and see what's there. I mean, we're particular, we want to have retail around the road system, and interior wise, we want to see it more residential, condos, have a little town center, a little restaurant you go out and sit down and eat.
Yeah.
Look at the mountain,
Yeah,
you know, things like that, which would be great.
it will be.
Little open air market in there and that kind of thing. This takes time. We want it tomorrow, but
It does take time.
it's like,
We've been patient
I
for long
know,
enough,
I
we've
know.
all waited on it,
I've
and
got my fingers crossed, we've
I
got it
know.
to this point, we've got it nice, all underground. Facilities out there, utilities and stuff, and it's ready. So,
I've got you a car ready to ride in for the opening.
oh, great.
Well, I think that you've been mayor, what, 35 years, did you say?
Yeah, since '83.
You know, that says a lot about you, being a mayor that long. Everybody respects and trusts you, that you will do the right thing, and you have shown them that you'll do the right thing. So hats off to you.
Thank you, Don.
I appreciate that. I, you know, in the last several years, myself and the commission got a lot of accolades about how great things are and what good things we got going in Alcoa, because it's noticeable. But you got to keep working at it. You can't let it.
And you have, and you've proven that.
Yeah. you
And everybody just,
Well, I appreciate that,
Yeah.
but it's, I love it. I love our city, and I want to see it be one of the best, if not the best, in our state. And people around, I go to a lot of meetings, of course, and when I say Alcoa, oh, you guys have really got it together. You guys really got things going over there. So the word spreads.
oh yeah, it does.
The word spreads. So that's,
When people started asking us, how did you do that, or how did you make that work? And
Well, just, I mean, this is off the, I'll turn this off.